Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl, Poppy Britt. Welcome back to another podcast. If it's your first time here, then welcome. And if you've been here before, then welcome back. Thank you so much for making time and space for me. I really do appreciate it, especially during this Venus retrograde. I have been so reflective on all of my relationships with literally everyone and any and every interaction I've ever had. And so I do think about the fact that there are so many people that I don't even know that continuously show up for me, continuously watch my videos, continuously comment and show love. And so I want to acknowledge those people and acknowledge that it does not go unseen. And I'm very grateful for every single person that chooses to take time out of their day to show any kind of love or support, or who share my videos, who listen to what I have to say, who make space for me. So yeah, thank you. It does not go unnoticed. But yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about in this video, honestly, but universe was kind of pushing me to, because I was actually supposed to work today and I randomly got called off work and they just offered me the day off. I had been telling myself that I just hadn't had time to make a podcast, and I just know that I just keep avoiding it and I don't know why. And I saw this quote earlier that said, what do you enjoy doing? List 20 things that you enjoy doing. And then, how long has it been since you did these things, or what of these things are you avoiding? And I'm like, I like to tell myself that I like to make videos and make podcasts, and then I'm running away from it and tell myself that I don't have time when I do. So I need to just let go of the fear of being seen and just do it, because universe is pushing me to. So yeah, ultimately I knew that I've been wanting to make a video. It's just so many things happening at once that I don't really even know what to focus on, really. People tell me to talk about astrology and politics and dating and this and that, and I'm just like I don't even know what's going on right now. So I am just trying to process everything just as everyone else is. But I have learned that as I share what I'm going through and my knowledge with astrology and stuff, I've realized that a lot of people do want to learn and also empathize and are also going through things. And so it's made me feel a little bit more connected. I know people enjoy my posts and when I talk about astrology and stuff, and people have asked me to talk more about astrology. And I feel like this is the point in my life where I have been the most aligned and the most spiritual in every aspect. I started going to church, which is really interesting for me as someone who grew up as a Catholic. Tengo todos mis sacramentos, but I wasn't ever religion wasn't always pushed onto me. Obviously my parents value religion and stuff, and when I was younger, my aunt used to take me to church with her, and I always enjoyed going to church and I've always found peace in it. But I started to kind of stray away from it for a while because I just didn't believe in a lot of what the Catholic Church believed in regards to gay marriage and stuff like that. There was just a lot of things that didn't align with my values and my ethics and what I believe in. But I believe that the church has made a lot of progress, and I think the Pope has done a good job of being more accepting, and just the work that he's done to advocate for Palestine and everything just kind of has shown me that, the Catholic Church is trying a little bit, and I've seen that they have become a little bit more open-minded, and I've allowed myself to kind of start, taking a few steps back into the church and seeing what it's about and finding my own faith. So it's been an interesting process. So yeah, I just feel like I'm the most aligned and at peace right now, and I feel like the universe has literally completely broken everything in my life down right now, and I'm just like learned to accept it. I have tried to go against the current for so long, and the universe is just, I'm finally learning that surrender is the way to go. And it is literally Venus and Mercury retrograde right now, which, if you don't understand what that means, I promise you, if you look up Mercury retrograde on Google, you can read up on it and learn what it is. That's how I have learned out so much about astrology and spirituality and stuff, is because if I hear a term or something resonates, or say Archangel Michael has been showing up or that name has been showing up, I'll Google it and see what that means. And so I just kind of, anything that shows up, I look into it, any theory or whatever, and that's how I learn. And so same thing with astrology. If you hear the term Mercury retrograde, look up, what is Mercury retrograde? I think one of the biggest things is to know people usually know just their sun sign. It's really important to know all of your planets, because knowing all your planets kind of makes you know the different aspects of yourself, your different personalities, the way you give love, the way you receive love, what you were put on this earth to do, whatever. And it really is really spot on. And anytime that someone kind of questions spirituality or like astrology, especially, because it is a proven fact that the moon affects us, planets affect us. So whether you believe in it or not, it's still affecting you. And a lot of times people will be going through something and I'll be like, it's because of this, or it's because this planet's retrograde, or what's your sign? And I'll be able to explain to them like what they're going through, and they're like, wait, how do you know that? And I'm like, well, it's because this planet is retrograde and your sign, whatever. So right now Venus is retrograde, which Venus is love, relationships, anything that has to do with relationships. Basically, it's making you think about the past. It's bringing up toxic cycles, it's bringing up exes, it's bringing up feelings from the past, it's bringing up anything from the past, and it's really making you look at it head on, and it's testing you. A lot of your exes will come back. You'll find yourself thinking a lot about people from your past. Did I do the right thing? Did I not do the right thing? Did I forgive them too quickly? Should I not have forgave them? Whatever it is. And it's making you literally analyze everything. And it's been doing that for me. And so I told my friend Nadia that I feel a little bit Delulu right now. And if you feel a little bit Delulu right now, don't worry. Everyone feels a little Delulu. Mercury, it's also retrograde, so it's a lot of retrograde energy right now. It's also eclipse season, and the astrology for March is a little bit crazy, and it's also like purging season. The new year is about to start, and so there's a lot of renewal and like spring energy and like birth energy, but there's also a lot of purging and letting go and shedding and doing spring cleaning and cleaning out what needs to go, like that final letting go. And so it's a lot, and it's very, very chaotic, and it's been very chaotic in my life as well. It's also Ramadan, and it's also Lent season. So I think this is a lot of like a time where a lot of people are kind of reflecting on their lives, trying to really grow spiritually and cleanse themselves and prepare themselves for this spring season. So I think it's really interesting that we're going through this like retrograde and purging season while also going through Ramadan and going through Lent and going through such a like locked in season. I feel like is what it feels like for me. And fun fact, it's actually my first time ever doing Lent. I am 27 years old, and this is my first time doing Lent, which is very interesting for me, and I am the only one in my family that goes to church right now, which nothing against anyone. I actually really enjoy going to church by myself. Like, it's become a Sunday practice to just wake up, go to church, and go to the gym or go to work or end up doing whatever I end up doing at the end of that. But it just really feels like a thing that's like between me and God, so it's nice not having to have anyone else there and just being there with God. So yeah, it's my first time doing Lent. I never really even knew what exactly it meant, honestly, and I'm still learning. There's so much I'm learning. I have been trying to abide by Lent as much as possible. This is the first time I've gone to Ash Wednesday. I decided to give up Instagram and I decided to give up drinking, which I have been kind of like on and off with drinking, because if you know me, I'm a very social person. I like going out, I like having fun, I like everyone having a good time. I like drinking, I like taking shots, I like making cute cocktails, I like having cute cocktails. But I feel like, everything in excess is not good for you, and so I need to learn to, time and place, keep it cute. And so I have decided to just completely, it really does feel like a cleanse, and not drinking for 40 days and not being on Instagram for 40 days. So just really being in my energy and, figuring out, especially now that I live an hour away, seeing who still reaches out, who still remains in my life, or who else is just like a drinking and going out friend, which, there's nothing wrong with that. It's allowed me to see a lot about different relationships and the way I show up in them and the way other people show up in them. Interestingly enough, I have lost a lot of people, and for a second I even asked myself, wait, am I the problem? Because I know for a fact I haven't been perfect, and I'm not. I will never be, but I know that I try my best and I move with good intentions, and I try to right my wrongs and apologize when I feel like I'm wrong, and try to consider people as much as I can, and I do my best. I really do, and I'm also a person that's learning and living a human experience, and I can acknowledge that everyone else is. So I understand that we all make mistakes, and yeah, but I don't know, I've been trying to figure out in what areas I have allowed myself to be made to feel small or have played small, or where people have tried to make me feel small, and also where I feel like I can show up authentically and in the good and the bad, and the people that embrace all parts of me. And it has left me with very few people in my circle, which I'm very grateful for nonetheless. Mejor sola que mal acompañada. And that's nothing to say against anybody that's left my life. I truly wish everyone the best, and I understand that people are in your life for different seasons and different reasons, and when it's their time to go, it's their time to go, and certain friendships and relationships serve their purpose, and I believe everyone is a lesson, and you can always learn and grow from every person and every situation. It's also made me realize where I have been the problem, because I have been the problem, and I have realized that in a lot of cases I have been a people pleaser, and I am trying to release myself of those people pleasing tendencies, because I have betrayed myself a lot of times and not followed my gut instinct and not cut people off sooner than I should have. I've realized that me being a people pleaser does a disservice to both myself and other people, which is not their fault. It's not anything they did. I allowed them to overstep or do whatever or do certain things because I was wanting to be good with certain people that I didn't need to be okay with, and I just needed to walk away because of whatever reason, whether it was because we were different, had different values or whatever. But I refused to go and kept giving people multiple chances. So that's one theme that I've been trying to really follow through with, and it's to stop being a people pleaser and to really have boundaries and follow through with them, and recognize that my gut is telling me that something is wrong and that something doesn't feel right for a reason, and that I don't always have to touch the stove to know it's hot, and to really see the red flags and learn to walk away the first time. Instead of, I feel like I am an overly empathetic person sometimes, and I can see why someone's hurting me or why they're projecting or why they said this certain thing or whatever, and I can see that abandonment wound or the trauma that they have or the insecurity that they have, and I'm like, okay, that's where they're coming from, so that's why they said that. It's okay, they didn't mean it. And it's like, okay, yeah, but you also need to recognize that it's not your job to fix them, and that they will fix that and recognize that on their own time. Like, it's not my job to fix anybody, and I need to just let people be what they need to be and do what they need to do and learn whatever the lesson that they need to, and just stop trying to fix people or overplay my part. The let them theory has been so huge for me recently. It's Mel Robbins again, and it's just basically saying, like, letting go and letting people do what they need to do and things be what they need to be. Rejection is redirection, and sometimes, you know, you might, it's like bumper cars, and you bump something and it's like it redirects you so that you can get back on track. And it, you know, it the bump feels scary and it gets you mad because you want to go that way and you can't, and it's like, no, that's not the way you're supposed to be going, you dumb bitch. Realize that I have been knocking on so many fucking doors, and I have gotten so many closed doors and so many no's and so much redirection. And I'm telling you, I'm literally in the middle of fucking nowhere, living on a fucking farm with nothing around me. You think this is where I thought I was gonna be? No, bitch, but this is exactly where God needed me to be, and I see it now. Like, I see why God fucking pushed me to come be with my family. So much shit that I still hadn't processed, and it's giving me a chance to do things right again. It's allowing me to correct myself and see, hey, this is the way you went, and this is what you've learned. And I don't think anything that I did was wrong. I think every decision that I made, the school I chose to go to, the people I chose to date, whatever the fuck it is, the sorority I decided to join, everything happened for a reason. Everything led me to be where I needed to be. It gave me the tools that I needed. It taught me how to persevere, how to stand up for myself, how to whatever it is. So I know that everything I have done in these last 10 years, it hasn't been in vain. But now I know better. So it's my turn to actually do better. I know that there is a vision that I have of what I want my life to look and feel like, and it is up to me to make that happen. So I have been continuously refocusing, regrouping, restarting, and not being afraid to fucking fall and try and fall and fail and fall again. And if there's one thing that these last 3 months have taught me, has been that it's not like I might fall and fuck up, but that doesn't mean I'm going back to square one. that doesn't mean I'm a fuck up. That doesn't mean I failed. That doesn't mean I'm done for. That doesn't mean whatever the fuck. It just means, hey, you took a tumble. You took the wrong step. Stand up. All right. Regroup. Let's move forward. That doesn't mean I'm going 20 years back. It doesn't mean that I'm unlearning everything that I just learned. It doesn't mean that everything that I've done up until this point was in vain or was for no reason. Just recalibrate and regroup. That's all it is. As long as you try better, better is going to come. So I know that right now I need to do what's best for me. And a lot of times it's a lot of things that are very uncomfortable, like learning to say no or to walk away or to not text that person back or whatever it is. I've been kind of chilling in that aspect. I've surprisingly haven't had any exes come back. But I also don't have my Instagram right now, so maybe they've reached out that way. But I'm like, damn, did I learn the lesson, or is the universe not even giving me a choice? It's just like, bitch, you have no chance. You're not texting them back, okay? But yeah, I feel like for me, Venus has been making me look at my relationships with my family and with my friends, and has really shown me how much I need to show up for my family more, and like where I've been focusing my energy in the wrong places. So yeah, it might be good to look at your Venus and see where your focus should be right now and how you're being affected by Venus. Anytime you listen to an astrology reading, I feel like a lot of people mostly know their sun sign, and your sun sign is a good sign to know. It's what everyone knows, but your rising is really where you should be focused on and what you should actually be listening to. So when a reading says this reading is for Leos, Aquarius, whatever, or for fixed signs or whatever, I know that's a reading for me because my rising is in Aquarius. So I definitely suggest learning what your rising is and start listening to astrology reading through your rising sign, and you'll see it resonates way more. I have also been just really focused on how I want to move forward. One of the things that has kept me from moving forward, I think, is holding on to past shame, past mistakes, past whatever, and not allowing myself to fully heal and let go. I feel like I'm in this like waiting period where I'm just being tested and being prepared and really trying to figure out and build a good foundation and set boundaries and really figure out who I am at my core and show up as that consistently and stand firm on it. And I'm just really rediscovering exactly who I am. I'm just learning to walk in faith and trust that the universe has my best interest in mind, and kind of go with the flow and go where the universe calls me to, go to the spaces where I'm called to, where I'm welcome, where I feel accepted, where I feel wanted, where I feel loved, where I feel seen, where I feel supported, and just kind of letting the universe lead me. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at and where I've been and what I've been processing and why I feel so Delulu. But yeah, if you feel the same, just know it's that Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, eclipse season, and it's the last little purge that we'll need to do before the new year starts, and we're gonna get through it. And consistency is the name of the game, and really setting intentions and setting boundaries and sticking to them, which is very hard, and being also kind to yourself and realizing that you are living a human experience. And even if you trip, if you fall, if you stumble, if you end up in a functional freeze, whatever it is, you can always get back up. You can always start again. You can always say you're so back and decide, hey, I'm back on my bullshit. I'm back on my healthy shit. I'm back on my whatever. I missed a step. I missed a day of church, but hey, I'm back. Or hey, I said I was gonna drink for this long and I fucked up and I did. Whatever. Start again, or whatever it is. I said I was gonna start the gym and I went for a week and then I stopped. Fuck it, start again. Even if you haven't gone in 2 weeks, even if you took a month off, start again. One thing for me that I've been reminding myself is, even if I take a week off the gym, it doesn't mean that I lost all the strength and all the muscle and all the knowledge that I've had and that I've gained through these last few years. It just means that, hey, we're starting back where we left off. And that's okay. And you can apply that to every aspect of your life. If you just got out of a relationship and it was a 7-year relationship and you're like, fuck, I'm starting all over. Hey, no, you're not. You learned from it. You grew. You knew what you don't. Now you know what you don't want. You learned what it was like to live with someone if you guys live together, or you learned what you don't want in a partner, or what you want in a family, or whatever it is. You learned. You're not going back. You're just starting where you left off. So, yeah. I'm trying to tell myself that also when it comes to the podcast and when I'm inconsistent. It's okay. Just come back. But what matters is that you get back up, okay, bitch? Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Corny as it sounds, okay? Anyways, that's it. That's all I have in my brain. That's my little brain dump. If you guys resonated or are right there with me going through it, don't worry. We're going to get through it. But yeah, let me know how this retrograde season has been going for you, what you gave up for Lent, how Lent has been going for you, and just how life's been going for you. But yeah, that's how it's been going for me. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And thank you so much for showing up for me. Thank you. Yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your week.